getting body. I can buy anything, everything getting body. Everything getting body. Send me a bitch, you know I got it. Everything getting body. Everything getting.
What's good, YouTube? It's the boy RLGTendo, and I'm here with another gameplay story time. This time around, I made it in time for Dunk Fest in 2K, so I'm posting some gameplays of different games of me playing at the Dunk Fest. And in honor of the Dunk Fest, I'll actually be telling you a story the first time I dunked a ball in game. Now, this actually took place back in my high school days. I want to say around the time I was a junior, about junior, senior year, a little around that time. But I was not playing for my high school team. I was actually playing for my AAU team at the time. It was, I want to say, the first or second game. It was very early on. It had literally just began very early on. And we were playing a team that had no good people. Well, they had one good person. He was a center, sophomore, like 16 years old. He was 7'1", a 7 foot center at sophomore. He was nice. The rest of the team was either average or booty butt cheeks. So it was a pretty easy game. Everyone was pretty laid back about it. The coach, the team, we kind of knew we were taking a dub on this game. It wasn't that much. The day started out just like any other basketball game. We got to there, did our warm-ups, did our drills, and we're shooting around, ready, waiting for the game to start. While we were shooting around, um, a friend of mine, the point guard of the team, went around and was asking people if they wanted to do a little slapping off competition to see who can get the highest. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what slapping off is, it is when you go up for a layup, and after the layup, you slap off of the back of the backboard. Now, this wasn't the first time we did it, and I was fine with doing it. We were warming up. It was just another thing, so I was completely fine with us doing it. So I took part. Everyone was getting reasonably high. When I did mine, I got pretty high up, like halfway up the backboard. Those of y'all who know the backboard, there's like the white box right behind the rim, and I was actually near the top of that box when I slapped off, like 2/4 of the way up there when I slapped off. So when I did my turn, my teammate was like, "You're getting up pretty high. Why don't you just try dunking it?" So I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a try." Now, when I did my dunk, I was completely and utterly trying to dunk the ball this time. I really was. I've tried to touch rim before, maybe hit it with my tips and my nails before, but I never really took it seriously because I don't, that's not my game. Driving, dunking, doing crazy laps isn't my game. It's usually passing out or going for the shot. So I went up for the dunk. I went up off my left foot on with the ball in my right hand. Now, as I went up, I guess I positioned myself wrong when I went up for the dunk because the ball hit the bottom of the rim. Now my hand did touch the rim. The palm of my hand touched the rim, but the ball hit the bottom of the rim and flew and hit me right in my face as I was going up. It knocked me back and I fell on my back on the floor on the court, like smack dab on my back. It was loud, and the whole stadium heard it. The whole stadium. Just picture an entire basketball stadium, maybe 70% full, everyone talking, and then it goes silent for like 10 seconds after a loud thud. That's basically what happened. Anyways, I got up, dusted myself off, gave my teammate a high five, showed everyone I was fine, everything resumed. But my my teammate, my point guard who just asked me to dunk, came over to me and he asked me if I was okay. Now I knew he was genuinely worried, but I also knew that he really wanted to laugh at me because he had that face that said, as soon as you say you are okay, I'm laughing at you. I know y'all have seen that face when someone gets hurt or does something funny in a very comical way. They get hurt in a very comical way. And you want to make sure that they are okay, but you also want to laugh at the same time due to how comical it was. So you hold it in, and it looked like you were scrunching up your face or biting your lips with it with a smile that just won't go away. Yeah, that's basically what he had on his face. A smile that would not go away. I told him I was fine, and as soon as that day he let it loose, he just started laughing. I started laughing too, to be honest, because it was funny. I like to laugh at myself when I mess up, because I mess up a lot, and it was funny. It was absolutely funny. The thud, the ball smacking off my face, that hasn't happened since middle school, which isn't that long ago. But it's now that I'm thinking about it, was my head a ball magnet? Was I the only one? Growing up, people said my head was a ball magnet because I got hit in the head so much. But I don't know. Anyway, anyways, we laughed it off. Continued our warm ups and then got right into the game. Now the game was pretty. I don't want to say close. They never took the lead. Is what I'll say. Basically, we were always at least 3 points ahead. The other team with that center, we couldn't do nothing in the paint. He covered the entire paint. They're running, I want to say, a 2-3 or 1-2-1, but they were running a zone, and he was in the center of the zone. Everyone was out in the perimeter. And so the best shots that we could do was deep twos and threes. So as the game progressed, it started getting worse and worse, and we started getting, well, better for us, but we started getting more and more of a lead. And at some point in time before the second half started, they subbed out the center, I guess to give him some rest. And then our team just went off. Everyone was driving to the paint, dunking, doing crazy layups. Their backup center was hot garbage. He was like 6'9", I think, 6'9", 6'8", not as tall. He had a long wingspan, but there was no muscle on his body. He was basically getting bullied. Painted. When it's sad to think of centers getting bullied by every other position, but our point guard, who was like 6'3", was bullying their center. It was their backup center. So that backup center was garbage. So when we were playing, everyone was just going into the paint, dunking. It was a field day with that center, and we ended up finishing the first half up like 15 points. So the second half started. Pretty much the same way that the first half went. We stayed consistently ahead. At this point in time, we were up like 10 points, and it was getting bad. I don't remember the exact score of the game, but I knew we was up by double digits, and it was getting toward the end of the game. So they subbed out their center. It's not really the garbage minute times. It's not really like the last 5 minutes like you left in the game yet. But they knew they lost. We knew they lost. The crowd knew they lost. It was very apparent. So they subbed out the center, put the bench center back in, I guess, and we did exactly what we were doing, dunking on him, driving into the paint, bullying him, all types of mess. So this one play comes, and this play ends up beautifully. Their backup center goes into the paint and tries to dunk the ball. Our small forward at the time blocked his dunk attempt or layup attempt or whatever. He tried to go up, and the ball got blocked from behind him. Now I was already at the 3-point line, so when I saw the block, I saw that we had the better position down low. So when he hit the ball, I started drifting a little bit, not cherry picking, because I didn't take off run. I sort of just started drifting, and then our point guard got the ball, and as soon as he got the ball, then I started jogging a little ahead. He threw the ball down to me, and I got the ball in the half court with no one else in front of me. There was no one else. So I went full speed to it. I could hear the crowd hyping me up. And in my head, I can just picture that dunk attempt I did at the beginning. I can just picture my hands hitting the rim. I was picturing the ball hitting my face too, but I was picturing how high it really was and how high my hand went and how much leg power I had today. The fact that I was even able to slap off as high as I did and touch the rim, even though the ball bounced off me, it really clicked at that moment. So I was like, man, we're up bad. I busted my face earlier. I can't possibly do as bad as that. I'm gonna go for it. I'm here by myself. This is the perfect opportunity. I'm gonna go for it. So I as soon as I passed the free throw line, I took one big step, jumped off of my right foot this time, not my left, my right foot this time, cocked the ball back on my right hand so that it would not get stuck in the rim. I'm not making the same mistake again. Even if it's rim stuck, even if I get stuffed in the rim, I'm not making that same mistake again. I cocked the ball back like I was LeBron or someone, and I slammed that mother down. That it was a such a loud slam. It was real quick. I didn't hang on the rim or nothing. I just cocked back, swung, bang, got down from the rim. Everyone went nuts. The entire crowd started screaming. Everyone on my bench for our team jumped out of their seats. It was crazy. They were screaming. Everyone went, "Oh!" I did my. This is how you can tell I don't dunk off. I didn't know what kind of celebration to do. So after I dunked, I sort of just squatted and crossed my arms. I wish I had a recording of it or a picture or something to show. But I sort of just squatted and crossed my arms and looked at the camera and just took a pose like that for a second and then ran back down. The other team just sort of walked to inbound the ball. Everyone was going nuts the entire time. My teammates were all jumping on me. It was as if I just made the game-winning play. It was crazy how intense that dunk was for absolutely no reason. Now keep in mind, the dunk was intense, but I had busted my ass earlier today. I really did, and it to have a dunk like that in a game and to have everyone go wild like that, it was just an amazing feeling. One that I wish I could have experienced a lot more of. I mean, I experienced some of it, but I really wish I could experience more of that. But after that dunk, the other team, they didn't call timeouts. The other team sort of just walked and inbound the ball. They knew it was a done deal. We continued playing. I wanted another dunk. Did not get another dunk for the rest of the game. I did make an amazing play the very next play, and I wanted to touch on that for a second. So after they inbounded the ball and was coming down the court, the point guard was coming up with the ball. He sort of threw a pass to one of their teammates that was in the corner. That I was not defending. My shooting guard teammate was defending, and he intercepted the pass. He stuck his hand out and popped the ball. Now the ball is going to go out of bounds. So I pulled a hustle play. I ran, jumped, caught the ball with one hand, threw it to behind my back, all in one motion, all while still in the air, threw it back inbounds. My teammate, my center, caught the ball and then threw it. And then after he caught the ball, because I threw it up high, I hit the ground and he caught the ball. Then I ran back inbounds and he threw me the ball, I guess wanted me to go for another dunk, and I started running. Now this time there was another person down there, so I really could not go for the dunk this time. But I saw my teammate, my center who just threw me the ball, coming behind me. And side note, I love centers that put in that hustle, that run the floor. I love centers that run the floor. They make plays like this, that this is about to happen. Looks so much more better. So it was a 2-on-1. I was running down the floor, and I wanted to go up. My teammate wanted to go up. He was everyone was sort of setting up for me to go up again, and the defender knew that too, so he was on me. So as I got closer to the rim, as I got to the half-court line, I turned around with the ball. Turned around, I stopped, turned around with the ball, and then threw the ball up to the left with one hand, back to the rim, threw the ball up in the air with one hand to the left, and did not even look at it. I don't want to say it was a no-look pass, because when I turned around, I could obviously see my teammates, my center, running down the court. But when I threw that ball up, as soon as the ball left my hand, I threw it up, and I threw it up for a lob. I just started walking back. I threw it up and just started walking back with the utmost of swag, and I was just walking with so much swag, like I was dripping. My teammate caught the ball and slammed it. Whole crowd went nuts again, and I'm just walking off like, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, ain't no ain't no problem out here, man. Bonafide dub out here. It's just This is every day. It's every day, bro. Nah, no, 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 no. No, but I made it look so much more epic than it really was. That was really the bow tie on the event, the cherry on top, the frosting on the cake, whatever you want to call it. It was a done deal, laced up, tied up, bowed up. It was over. It was over after that. I don't even really remember the rest of the game. I remember us winning. I remember Coach going into the locker room with Coach and him basically saying, "Good job, everyone." Our coach hated for us to taunt and pose and whatnot. He couldn't even say nothing about that, about anything that we did during that game. It was just an all around great game. We absolutely destroyed them. We had two amazing plays. I got a dunk. I got an amazing no look lob out of that. It was just, it was an amazing moment. I have not forgotten that moment. I didn't have any family members there recording or taking pictures. Someone probably was recording and taking pictures. If I really looked, I can probably get that information, but it is what it is. I had fun. I went off, and that's the story. Um, no real moral of this story. Just that was the story. Just have having fun out there. But that's going to conclude this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for being a part of the squad. And you know what to do. Just do you. It's RLGTendo, and we out.